Hi, welcome to an Amateur Hot Ones in Australia, the show with hot questions and even hotter wings. Today I am joined by my lovely daughter, Jordan Crofts. Hi Jordan, welcome.
Hi.
So, what we have here, instead of wings, we're actually doing it with little bites because those who do or don't know, I have had gastric bypass surgery, so I can't fit a lot of food in, so I've got to go into the smaller pieces because essentially 3 chicken wings and I'm full. So we're going to actually do it with these little tempura bites that I've sauced up and had ready to go. These sauces are all the sauces from season 15 of Hot Ones, if you don't know. And they range from a very low hot sauce up until the extreme 2 million plus Scoville. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually enjoy these one at a time, and we're also going to take turns in asking each other questions. So Jordan has some questions for me and I have some questions for her. So without further ado, Jordan, let's try the first one and then you can ask your question. That's pretty
Why
nice.
are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this?
That's an excellent question. Why are we doing this? Well, if you're not aware, there is a YouTube show out from America that's called Hot Ones, where they actually eat hot wings with celebrities and ask celebrities questions on everything to do with their lives or what they're promoting at the particular time. It's an excellent show. I'm a huge fan of it, and I really like to do a shout out. If you haven't seen it, if you don't know about it, then get on there. There's all these different types of really big celebrities: Billie Eilish, Gordon Ramsay, Scarlett Johansson, Ricky Gervais. There's all sorts of really big. The latest one was Matt Damon. Some really, really good shows on there. So I highly recommend that you actually watch this now, and Jordan's watched it as well, so she knows exactly what to expect. But that was that's not a bad sauce. That tasted quite nice. There's a little bit of heat to it, yeah. And so I like that. So we're going to actually move on to the second hot sauce, and that is the Jala pepper.
No, thank you. I like that one.
I like that one too.
It's really nice.
It's got a nice flavour to it.
Mm.
Not too hot. So Jordan,
Oh, no.
you're actually quite the musician. You enjoy music quite a lot. You play the saxophone, you play the guitar, and the ukulele. What made you want to get into music and play instruments?
Good question. I reckon, your side of the family the most.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely just huge influence.
Mm-hmm.
I really look up to Uncle Brady.
Yeah.
It's just always excited me.
Yeah. Nice.
Especially with the guitar. And then I started with the saxophone after you recommended it. And
Why
now
did I recommend the saxophone?
What?
Why did I recommend the saxophone?
So I could pull it out in a party and play it. We need to get our priorities straight.
And the ukulele, what made you want to play that?
I can't remember the name of a song, but there was one song that a girl my age played, and she won America's Got Talent. I think it was America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
That really inspired me in the ukulele.
Okay, next song. The Tomasa, Cantina Royale Tomasa Spicy Habanero. It's starting to get up there. That was actually hotter than I expected.
Yeah.
We're on. We're off to the races. No, she's on the milk already. There you go.
Would I ever be able to convince you to cosplay as Darth Vader?
It's actually funny you should ask that. Since I've started losing weight, I've lost now coming close to 20, 25, 26 kilos. The other day, I actually looked online to see what the price was for an actual authentic Darth Vader costume.
God.
the works, the full thing. I think it's about $1,500 to actually buy it. It
That's
ships
pretty
from
accurate.
Disney in America. So I won't dress up cosplay in Darth Vader in just an amateur, terrible, crappy looking outfit. It has to be the real deal.
Oh, if you do Darth Vader, you
And-
gotta have
yeah.
everything.
Yeah. So if I do that, well, the answer to your question is yes, you can convince me, but we've got to actually really get the stuff on and get the proper costume. So so stand by for that one. We'll see. Okay. Next one. So that spice actually went away a little bit for me. It's not too bad now. Yeah. So
That was quite obedient.
yeah, it was medium spice. So the next one is Los Calientes. From Hot Ones themselves. Ready? I really like the flavour.
That's really nice, actually.
No. And funny enough, I don't think it's as hot as the last one.
No, I don't think it's as hot as the last one either.
Hang on, here it comes.
My tongue hurts.
So, along with music, now you actually have a really big interest in art and drawing.
Yes.
I guess a lot of the paintings that you've done have been, I think really sensational. What is it you would like to do with your drawing in the future?
I really wanted to be able to turn my drawings into like proper animations and create videos for people.
Wow. Okay.
But
So you see that doing that in the future?
that would be amazing if I could.
Yeah, nice. I like that. Let's have a look at the next one. The ginger goat, the original goat.
It doesn't look spicy.
Well,
The other ones looked spicy.
Yeah, so yeah. A lot of ginger in that one.
I don't like the taste of that one.
No,
No.
I like the pineapple.
Hasn't hit me yet, but I feel like it's going.
It's certainly getting up there. It's getting spicier. Oh yeah, that's coming. Here it comes.
Mm-mm. What made you have such an unhealthy addiction to Star Wars?
It's Star Wars was something I got into just after I came to Australia. So when I was 6-7 years old, and I'm pretty sure the first time I think I did see it in the cinema when I was like 4, but I don't remember the actual cinema experience. The first time I actually saw it, or that I have recollections of seeing it, was at my Uncle John's house.
Right.
He was one of the first people in the family to get a VCR player, a videotape player, and he managed to get his hands, I don't know how, on a taped copy of Star Wars. It was not a purchase. You couldn't purchase it. I believe at the time there was no sort of video stores and stuff, and he got his hands on this Star Wars. And I remember going around to his place, and his place was, it felt like an hour and a half. It was probably only about 40 minutes away, but it was a long way away from where we were living at the time.
Right.
And I remember we were getting in the car, and I would just be so excited to get to Uncle John's house and then sit in there, this sort of small room off the kitchen that had the VCR set up to this TV, and he'd play Star Wars for me every time. And every time I went to his house, I'd watch Star Wars. And eventually, when we got our own VCR and when we were going on and on, he actually gave me the tape to keep. And I watched that tape. I watched that movie over and over and over again. I watched that movie in slow motion. I watched the movie frame by frame. I watched the movie and memorized the dialogue. I was so hysterically into that as a young kid, all the way up through my teen years. There was one day I remember that my brothers and sister rented out Empire Strikes Back from the video store and didn't tell me, and they sent me into the bathroom whilst they set everything up in a sort of similar style, and we all sat down and they pressed play on the movie, and then this big Star Wars thing come up and I burst into tears.
Really?
I was absolutely a mess. I ran out of the room. I was crying. I couldn't stop crying. I was so happy. I wasn't upset. I was so happy that this movie was finally within my grasp that I just completely lost it.
And you wonder why I said unhealthy addiction.
Yeah, and then when Return of the Jedi came out, I would go to the movies myself. I was old enough to go to the movies on my own, and I'd go to the movie to watch the Return of the Jedi, and then I'd ask Mum for tickets the next week to go see James Bond Octopussy. So she'd give me money to get a ticket to James Bond Octopussy. I'd go to the cinema, buy a ticket for Return of the Jedi. I went back there 5-6 times. She thought I was seeing all of these different movies every week. I just kept going to see Return of the Jedi every week. So that's the obsession. That's where it's born from. It's just my whole childhood. I loved those movies. I thought they were the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, apparently.
Good question though. All right, next one, high desert sauce tikka hot masala.
I was happy for you to keep talking.
We are now on number 6, so this is going to get interesting.
No. I like the flavour of that one. Oh, okay.
And I'm about ready.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I've been ready.
I can't drink too much. Because if I do, I'll feel my stomach. I won't be able to finish this. And, yeah, that's that's up there. That's probably some of the spiciest stuff you've ever had.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah. So. Okay, so. Whew, okay. So lately I've been, myself, I actually enjoy writing stories and writing different things. But I've been reading some of your stuff lately, and it's well beyond a 13-year-old. I think it's just absolutely fantastic stuff that I've read. I guess the question is, it's obvious that you enjoy writing. Do you see yourself doing something with that talent that you have?
There's a lot of talents that I have that there's so many careers I could pursue, but they're all really different at the same time. But that would be amazing as well. I really enjoy writing.
What do you like writing about the most?
I don't know, honestly.
Are you more fiction or factual?
Fiction.
Fiction? Do you think you could come up with something like a Harry Potter or a Lord of the Rings type of thing for me?
I wish.
Just asking. Just curious. Okay. We're on the home straight. Next one. Hotter than L. The picture of the sauce has got a skull, a skeleton hand crushing a brain.
That's not helping.
No. So
why is mine bigger than yours?
Because I've had the gastric bypass.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah!
I'm not a huge fan of the flavour of that one.
In general, I'm not a huge fan.
She's getting hot. I didn't like that one at all. It wasn't very nice at all.
Oh, it's not going away. I can't.
Your question.
I can't. Oh, it's not going away. Okay. Once I'm... Oh, Jesus Christ. Once, I remember you mentioning in New Zealand that you had middle school. What was that like?
So, I only went to 1 year of middle school. We called it intermediate then. So in New Zealand there's primary school, intermediate and high school. Primary school goes up to grade 5. Intermediate is year 6 and 7. and then high school starts at year 8. So I never actually ended up starting high school because we came back to Australia and New Zealand at all. But yeah, it was literally just an intermediate to year levels. I was actually surprising. There was quite a lot of kids in the school. It was a lot different back then. We would go to, well, the school at that time had the strap, so if you were naughty, you'd have to put out your hand, and the teacher would hit you with a leather,
Jesus Christ.
not a belt, but a leather strap. And I do have vivid memories of a couple of kids who smart-mouthed the teacher, having to stand up in front of the classroom, put their hand out while the teacher gave them a good whack. And they joke about it to start off with, but after the third one or so, they certainly weren't smiling anymore. So they shut them. Having said that, due to the strap, the school was quite rough. It wasn't a easygoing school.
I'm sorry, I'm like half listening because I'm trying to like contain myself.
But the big thing I remember about that school is going out onto the field one day. We were doing track and field, and we're all walking out, and the teacher was walking out with us, and then I hear him say, "Hey, Mike," and I turn around and say, "Yeah, yes, sir." And go back to the classroom, get my cigarettes, will you? And I had to trundle back to the classroom, grab his cigarettes and lighter off the desk, and go down and give them to him so he could have a smoke while we were doing our track and field. Ironically, I think it was about a week or two later, there was 3 boys sitting outside the next classroom with their hands all red and sore because they'd been caught smoking. I thought that was a bit hypocritical myself, but anyway. Okay. The bomb, evolution.
It won't go away.
Well, it's about to get funkier.
No.
Get ready.
Oh, it's not going away.
You don't have to take the whole lot. You can just bite some of it off if you want to. Not a tiny bit. You have to.
It's not going away. No.
Oh, fuck it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Oh. It's a little hot. It's a little hot.
Oh, my mouth is like sweating. Jesus Christ.
Oh, Sean, how you do this every week is beyond me. So, I quite often, Jordan, that I hear you in the other room.
Oh, stop talking.
It's quite often that I hear you in the other room on the PlayStation, and you're yelling and screaming and carrying on, much like you're doing now. And you say you're streaming?
Mm-hmm.
What exactly are you doing?
Oh, good question. Shit.
Oh.
Minecraft. Oh, shit, I think that's as much as you're gonna get.
Minecraft, don't worry, we're on the home stretch. We're on the home stretch, honey. Just pour it in there. Yeah. Let's go. Well, what do we got here?
No.
Scorpion disco.
No.
Oh, that still burns. All right, come on. Come on. Doink.
Ah!
Ah! Ask me a question. Ask me a question.
How am I still breathing straight?
I wanted to drink one of those first hot sauces to cool myself down. Ask me a question.
Jesus Christ. Moving school so much, how was that like? Oh, Jesus Christ. Give me some ice!
At the start, it was easy. I was too young to really remember. In fact, there was only really one time that I found it really, really hard. And that was when I moved away from Armidale Primary School. It was a strange school, actually. It was old buildings and in the middle of inner suburbs Melbourne. But I loved the kids there. I was actually a very popular kid there. Probably a little bit too popular. In the next school I went to, I lost my popularity very, very quickly. So that became quite hard. It was also around the time I started gaining weight too, so that was also a part of a cycle that became quite difficult for me. But how was it? I don't know. It was. I look at it from the lines of, had I not changed out all those schools, I wouldn't have everything that we have today, and my mouth probably wouldn't be on fucking fire. But for the most part of my life, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for everything that I have.
I'm not grateful for this. Bullshit.
So,
I want to give that to Holly.
the Hot Ones tradition.
No.
And on the last wing, or the last bite, there's the last dab. Where you dab some sauce.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
I'm not.
And then, last one, the last dab, Apollo, made with Apollo chilies.
I want your dab on now.
You ready?
No.
Let's roll.
What's it? Oh,
No, the whole thing. I hate the whole thing. Water. Oh, fuck it, I'll just put the milk in there. Oh, do you know, well, Jordan,
Milk's not even helping anymore.
you did the final dab, or the final sauce. You've gone through the whole 10 sauces. Your mum's a pretty amazing person. She works hard to see you succeed at school. She always has a positive attitude.
Great.
And she loves you more than any mum I think would know.
Currently, I couldn't care less.
What could you... What do you love most about your mum?
I can't think straight. I can't pick up the ice.
Come on, for the world to see. What do you love most about your mum?
The fact that she's about to get me a glass of milk. My lips are on fire. Oh, shit.
Well, I can tell you now, these sauces are just fucking hot. They're fucking hot. I don't care about the swearing. And my hat goes off to every celebrity. Whoever did this challenge on Hot Ones, my hat goes off to Sean Evans, who does this every fucking week. You've got to be kidding me. He says he knows what to expect. He says he's not a hero, but you're goddamn it, my hero. So Jordan, this camera, tell the world what's going on with your life.
At this point in time, it sucks. Oh, Jesus. It's just going to be burning for the rest of the day.
Thanks so much for joining us. Check out Hot Ones. Subscribe to them. They deserve it. They've got a great show. And Sean, if you're ever in Australia, look me up.